the top 3 iPad games to play with a controller. I'm Justin Spiegel, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys my opinion of the best console-level games that you could play on the iPad with a controller on whatever TV you want. So, my channel, if you're new here, is about DJing with the iPad. So, in a lot of my videos, I teach and encourage DJs to connect their iPad to a controller and then to the TV to do video mixing, to mix with music videos and really step up their DJ performances. But this same method also works great for playing games after a long day of DJing. So, there's a couple of things that you will need to do this. Number one is the correct adapter with HDMI capabilities, and I'll leave links down below for my favorite ones. And then also you're going to need a controller. There's various different ones that work with iOS, and the one that I'm using is the Xbox controller, and it just works perfectly. And you're able to play console level games on your TV with the iPad without having to purchase a console. So the first game that I am going to say is one of the best is going to be Grand Theft Auto. Now, there are 3 main Grand Theft Auto games that you could play on the iPad. So, number 1 is going to be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Let me just get to the Rockstar games. So, it's going to be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You could play Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now, they don't have Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5, obviously. But I found that the best one to play by far was San Andreas because you could do the most and the graphics are good and it's easy to play. Now, you can play this game with the touch controls, but it really isn't that much fun at all because it's really frustrating to use the touch controls. And then just by getting one of these controllers, you could actually play it like you were playing it on the PS2 or the PS3. And this has entertained me for hours and hours. It's a huge game, and you could pretty much do the same thing that you would be able to do with a console. So I definitely recommend getting whichever one of your favorite Grand Theft Auto games that you like playing, and then you could have a great time reliving the memories of playing that game as a kid. Now, sticking into the Rockstar Games collection, the next one that I'm definitely going to recommend is going to be this one, which is Bully. So it's pretty much the same game mechanics, and it's like playing the Grand Theft Auto game, but instead of being a criminal stealing cars, you are a troublemaking kid at a private school, and you're surviving day-to-day life, interacting with bullies and mean teachers and all that. You could do really funny stuff, like you could push people into lockers, you could shove them in the garbage cans, you could shoot slingshots, you got to go to class, and then every time you go to these classes, there's like these really fun mini games such as dodgeball, or in the English class you could do make as many words out of these letters, and it's just really fun, really funny game. There's a great story behind it, and it's really cool. You could use the skateboard, and there's just so many stuff you could do, and this game was really ahead of its time. And when I was a kid and this game came out, I never got to play it through. So now that I could go through and play it again, it is really, really fun and a really entertaining game. And if you like the Grand Theft Auto games, if you like playing open world styled games, then I would definitely recommend this game if you like playing these style games. It's really fun. And then now another game, this is going to be a little bit different. And this one is going to be Rush Rally 3. When I used to play Xbox a lot, one of my favorite games was Dirt 1, Dirt 2, and Dirt 3. So this is the closest you could get to that game on the iPad. So it's really realistic. It's not like an arcade game. It is more like a racing simulator. And having the controller, especially if you have a controller that offers the feedback and the vibration, it's really fun. You really can get immersed into the game and really have a lot of fun playing it. You can't go full speed the whole time. You have to use the brakes, and you have to strategize. You have to see what your or you have to see what turns coming up, and you really have to focus and have some knowledge of how a car works and the handling, and then the weight of it, how fast you're going around turns, and which type of terrain that you're on, whether it be pavement or sand or dirt. And I've just found that this game is really fun to relax and play. You can use all different cars. You start off and you get kind of like slower cars, and then as you progress in the game, you can get different cars. There's contests, and I just found that this game, it really feels like you're playing it on a console. It's really almost up to like PS3, PS4 quality, and I just found it to be a really, really awesome game. So yeah, those are my 3 favorite games that I currently am playing on my iPad with my controller and connected to my TV. And one more thing that I wanted to show you is, if you have a game, or if you like playing a game and you're not sure that it will work with a controller, there is this app which is called Controller. So if we go here, we go back to search, controller supported games, and then it's this one, Game Controller App. Open it up, and then you could type in whichever game it is. So if there's a game you're thinking about, or a game that you used to play, and you want to know if it will work with a controller, then you just type in the game over here. So you go over here, you type in Bully, and then there you go. You could play Bully, and then you could also search by categories. Like if you're thinking of what game that you want to play next, you go to categories, and then you could say, I want to play a sports game, and then it's going to give you a list of all the sports games that you could play with a controller. Also, if you were wondering what game worked with a controller, this is the easiest way to find it. There are a lot of ads, and it could be annoying, but it really helps when you're trying to find which games work with the controller. So, just to recap, my 3 games that I think are the best that I am currently playing on my iPad with the controller are the Grand Theft Auto series. I chose to play San Andreas because it's just really funny and really fun to play, and you can do a lot of customization. And then Bully, I just started playing that. I'm trying to get through the story mode, and it's just a really entertaining, a really fun, really ahead of its time game, and it's great to play on the iPad. And then the last one would be the Rush Rally 3. Now, when you connect your iPad to the TV, I suggest using the hardwired method. Don't do AirDrop, don't do Apple TV, because there's going to be a slight latency, and when you're playing these quality games that a lot of stuff is happening at once, then it will interfere and you won't really be able to have fun playing the game. So I hope you like this, and if you want to learn about playing games on your iPad, and if you're interested in DJing on the iPad, subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Thank you.